Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my! What do these three things have in common with me and my product? Well, as a former zookeeper, I've worked with all three, and they've also all been featured on my product, the Unclutchable Bag. I'm seeking $50,000 in exchange for 20% stake in my product, the Unclutchable Bag. These bags are designed to make carrying a clutch an ease. The unique handle applied right on the front allows you to keep your clutch close at all times. Funding from the sharks would be used for hiring employees, manufacturing more purses, and of course, advertising and marketing. I mean, I have to get these purses out to the fashionistas of the world. Unclutchable bags came to life after a shoulder injury left me looking for an alternative to the crossbody bags and traditional purses that left me hurting. Ouch! I tried stuffing my jeans instead, but the small or lack thereof pockets left me frustrated and a lot to be desired. Nope. So I figured I'd give traditional clutches a go. But I found a couple problems. The first, I never wanted to set it down. I was always afraid I was just gonna leave it behind. And the second, well, my hands would get really sweaty from clutching it all night. So I thought to myself, why not throw a uniquely shaped handle right on the front? Something that would grip me instead of me clutching it. And there was my aha moment. Unclutchable bags are currently sold direct to consumer through my own personal website, as well as through pop-ups throughout the Austin area. Now, the first bag that started all of this was created back in 2018, and it featured a rather quirky banana-shaped handle. Now, I kept that bag for myself, but I reapproached the design several months later, and the new bags featured sharks and other ocean wildlife. I took those bags to a zookeeper group I'm part of on social media, and the bags, well, they immediately sold out. So in 2019, I made the New Year's resolution to invest in myself, create more inventory, and turn Unclutchable bags into my own business. After investing $2,000 of my own money, which went directly to stocking up on materials and pop-up market fees, I was able to gross over $21,000 for the year 2019. Now, that number might seem small, but I'm currently a one-woman operation taking care of 2 small kids and producing each and every bag on her own. I'm confident that with increased inventory and manufacturing help, I could take this business to a much grander scale. I've had businesses throughout the United States want to wholesale order my bags, and unfortunately, these 2 hands, they just can't produce the inventory on their own. I very vividly remember the first time someone ever asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up. I was 6 years old, and I was adamant that I was gonna be an artist. I took my notebook, and I made little doodles and went door to door selling them for 25 cents a pop. But it was very quick that I understood that an artist would never be financially secure. So I went to school, and I got my associates in veterinary technology and my bachelor's in biology. And I decided I was gonna be a vet. Well, a few years later, I ended up being a zookeeper, and that's okay. But now I'm trying to turn my artistic side into that financial security for myself. Getting a deal and turning this into a true business will prove to my inner child that it is possible and you can pursue your dreams. Do you want to know the most interesting part about the production of the Unclutchable bag? Well, you see, it isn't even so much the application of the handle as it is where I learned to sew the handle. You see, at 19 years old, I took a job working as a veterinary technician at an emergency clinic. Now, the emergency clinic part matters because of the high volume of clients we had. Any given day, we had an astronomical number of patients. So the veterinarian entrusted us techs to learn suturing techniques. So here I am, 10 years later, figuring if I can learn how to suture a living being using medical instruments, well, I can certainly learn how to sew using my fingers and needle and thread. Okay, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of it. What has been my biggest challenge to date? Well, of course, lack of inventory and marketing know-how are definitely two huge ones. But the biggest challenge that I've had is self-doubt and lack of confidence in myself as a business owner and as a designer. I'm very much a type A personality, a perfectionist, and I find myself constantly questioning, is this product too quirky, too weird? Will people get it? Is it ever going to turn into a business? Am I taking time away from my kids by sitting and sewing this product? But a very unique opportunity arose this past year where a blogger who is married to someone from the Twilight series reached out to me and wanted to build her own brand as a blogger and wanted to use my Unclutchable bags to do that. So we collaborated and designed something that was specific to her brand and went from there. And after that opportunity, I really found myself with a newfound confidence and understanding that if someone of that caliber can find me through social media and want to advance their own brand through my product, then there's got to be something to this. And I realized that this is a business and I can grow it just with a little bit of help.